Hi, Roscoe here. I'm just going to run some pet battles with my. This is just a kind of silly fun team. I had been trialing it out with the Talbot. I've swapped to the Direhorn Run HH. I've gone for HH because of just what I'm trying to do. It is definitely going to be a fun team. I'm hoping that the meta is relatively calm. It's been okay so far. I think I've won all but one. And my Wicked Soul was hitting literally on the low end, probably about 3 or 4 times in a row, and then eventually I lost, really frustratingly. I don't think it hit high once when it's like Shadow Shock. So, but yeah, the kind of the basic tactic for this team is you horn, bring in the run, maybe Primal Cry, or the Tryhun charge, and then I generally do Primal Cry just in case there's any priority moves, and then just Stampedes. They've got the Haunt on them, so they're going to take double damage from that. And then you've got the Tri-Horn charge at the end of that. So even if they have got a dodge and they're trying to wait and line that up, you can potentially kind of get that off. Because it does always go first. Apart from if it's like a surge or a deflection. I'm not sure about quick attack. I think there's another blink strike. I don't know about that one either. But I think Ethereal does go first. So this move doesn't quite always go first. So yeah, the Primal Cry is just to reduce the speed. And I'm also playing the Yellow Moth, the PP Yellow Moth, just because it hits so hard. And I was queuing into an Emperor Crab, so every time this came in, he had to swap out. There's just no way that he can take kind of damage from that. I'm pretty sure that first hit hits for like 410, and then the second is like 270, and then this Moth Dust hits up to 800. So it would literally just get destroyed if it kind of stayed in. And then this kind of running my kind of favourite thing, which is the Adrenaline Rush on a Moth, opposed to the Cocoon Strike. I mean, both can be viable, but I kind of prefer the speed to potentially just get those kind of more hits off towards the end. So yeah, this is a fairly decent team. It's got a HH Emperor Crab on. HH Ghostly Skull, and that's just a PP. Whatever he brings in, I'm going to go for the Haunt. That's fine. He may go for the Whirlwind, because it's going to do the split damage. But because he has a lot of, well, potentially has a lot of humanoid damage, and just in case he has got the Clobber, I could go for my Tri-Horn charge initially. So essentially I'm only losing one round here, and that's fine. I mean, hopefully he's running Blitz as well. No, he's running the other one. I think I will go for the Primal Cry. And if this does hit, it will get the kill. And now I think I will. I think I will swap to this. I mean, it's the obvious the kind of best matchup. He's weak against me. He's going to take so much damage. I haven't seen this hit high yet on any kind of aquatics. I'd love to now. I mean, that hit towards the high end there, so that would have probably been the the kind of the top end of my ability to hit him. I'm going to heal here. My pets have taken a kind of a fair spread of damage. We'll get some damage out on him and then go for the horn. I'm not too worried about the Emperor Crab. Usually I would be, but having a PP Moth on my team, I mean, he could be running the Unholy Ascension here. I think I'll go. I think I will go for the Primal Core just to get the damage out across the board. He's a bit keen there. I will go for the charge. If he is running the Shell Shield, he's not. I'm just gonna take all this damage. I mean, sorry, Direhorn Runt, but you're just gonna die here. He's gonna take this hit, and then I've got a really big Moth Dust coming your way. I mean, this is gonna hit so hard. Yeah, I mean this team is kind of, it's nowhere near kind of like your tier 1 teams. It's just kind of a fun team. I've been trying to mess around with like a Stampede with the Horn. I think I've done it in the past. I'm looking for Adrenaline Rush there, weirdly. But, I mean, these Undead Squirrels are really strong. Where's the one I use? This is probably the strongest one with Stampede, in my opinion. Because you've got the Weeping Fungus, Stampede. Sometimes you can consume. I have had it kind of work once, but that's no rule it won't work for you. But I kind of prefer the Corpse Explosion. And then it means you could also run this in kind of like a Darkness team. That Nocturnal Strike's going to hit really hard. The Darkness is going to hit really hard with that debuff up. Squirky's got it, but I kind of prefer Clobber on that. I guess the only other kind of thing, I mean, there's that Gleam Hoof Fawn. Maybe run it on this guy, get your Nature's Ward up, and then probably run Headbutt, and that's going to be big damage. But then you are kind of locked in a way to either Stampede or do that. Which is why I went for this really healthy Direhorn, the HH. Instead of having kind of like damage mitigation, it's just got a lot of health. Maybe there's others like Phosphor Rat is a really kind of good pet. You could, I mean, you'd run Crouch, then you're losing out on the cool Darkness. And yeah, I am losing out on the Trample, which can be really good. But, and I guess the Primal Cry and the Horn Charge generally synergize as well with the Horn attack. But I thought I'd just try something different. That the Qs are okay. So, yeah, I mean, you could try and go with one of these guys, but again, you've got that same problem of kind of getting locked. Maybe the Rabbit. What was I trying? I was trying this, and it works fairly well because you put the Tough and Cuddly up, then Stampede, then I was running Flow, but you could go Rampage, that's going to hit really, really hard. And there are kind of, I think there's a PP one, so it could be strong, and I might try it. If it's a HH, I may give it a go. But I kind of like the priority move. There is a HH. But I do like the priority move here. And the Primal Cry. This is probably the biggest issue on this team. Especially as I kind of rely on this Die-Hole one run so much. I'm still going to go for the Haunt here. And literally everyone that runs these birds, it's Cool Darkness, Nocturnal Strike. I'm gonna just go straight for the Stampede. He'll probably won't be able to resist the Nocturnal Strike, and that's fine now. If he swaps to the Starlet, which he may do, then he's going to just take a lot of damage on the back line, go to below his Racial. Now I kind of want to hope that he'll wait to really go for the full all-out attack. It won't matter too much because my Stampede will finish here. And I'm just going to go for... I'm just going to go straight for the Tri-Horn charge here. That's really annoying because he could have got the kill. I'm just going to have a look as to... Yeah, let's let this guy die. But I mean, he could have got the kill just to wind up and saved his supercharge. Let's go with my Moth. I go with my Sleeping Dust. Getting those procs is really strong. So essentially, he loses out on a turn. It's basically a stun. And I mean, there's no way he can't really do anything now. I can get the kill. Definitely RNG with the Moth Dust. Yeah, this guy, especially once you keep him above that Racial, he is so strong. He hasn't got the matchup here now. Just go for my Moth Dust. I'm just going to see how quick Rump he is. The same speed, so... I'm kind of expecting a Howl here. Now that would have been a good move, but I've got a Wicked Soul. I'm going to heal up the damage and then just Haunt into him. It's fairly risky. Yeah, because I don't want to take that. Go for my Moth Dust. Did you see, when you've got a debuff up, that it kind of devalues it to an extent. Although he did lose his turn, which is probably really frustrating for him. That was pretty lucky in that. The Starlet, he didn't play it well, but then by not playing it well, it kind of threw me. Because he could, with the 10%, he would have got the kill. Because I think it was 1,000 or something, and I had like 1,100 health, so... Yeah, it's weird, when you're playing against people that perhaps aren't as experienced, sometimes you can kind of almost fall into that trap of thinking, oh yeah, they're definitely not gonna do this. But he got a big crit, he got 3.6k. I guess what 2.6 of that was wasted, but I think those sleep rocks probably kind of the sleep rocks definitely swung it for me. And it's not why I'm running this guy. I'm not trying to run him for that. I'm gonna see if he starts with that. I'm gonna see if I can bait out a horn onto my Wicked Soul. No, it's really. Well, I think I commented on Lenoka's video that it does work some of the time. I mean, there it has. It's quite cool because now I can feed a horn any of these guys, especially his bonkers. And he's run away. Yeah, I mean that kind of tactic, kind of like little trick. When it does work, it must. Well, it is annoying because he's seeing, oh, he's not started with his Wicked Soul. It's a really good kind of horn target. It's not the Moth, so I'm not running the Cocoon Strike. He's thinking, what's this guy going to do? I'm just going to horn it into him as my best chance and opportunity. Swap to the Wicked Soul. I'm probably going to stop queuing there because I don't want to start facing, what was it, a Bone Serpent Ghastly Kid team with this team. It's not going to win. I mean, if you run like a Bone Serpent and something, I mean, the other two were competitive pets. So, I mean, you might, like, if I was going to queue up and wanted definite wins, I'd probably just run a SS Bone Serpent or HH maybe. They're my kind of, the SS is my preferred, the HH is probably second. I think just because you can get those extra hits off, so yeah, you take a bit more damage. But unless it's against undead, you have killed the opponent. So yeah, so this is it's just a team called 3-Point Attack. It is definitely more of a fun team, and it can really work well against some of the non-meta pets. Yes, I mean I am running the Wicked Soul, but then these two are kind of like pretty bang average pets. I mean the Direhorn one, if you're gonna use one of these, kind of in a competitive team, I would either go with the stunted Direhorn, which is for 250 wins, because this guy hits like an absolute truck. I think it's 250 wins. And then you've got this kind of pygmy Direhorn. It's just quicker. So the Primal Cry, it makes you quicker than some of the quickest pets. I mean, this guy's kind of like a rabbit killer. I mean, they all are. I mean, all these guys against critters are going to do so well. But especially this guy, just because of his extra speed. I think it means he's quicker than a lot of things. I don't want to say where the cutoff on speed is, but I would probably say it must be the 357s must drop down to below. Whereas on this, they don't. I don't even know about the 341s. But yeah, critters against these guys that just get destroyed. But yeah, that's the end of the video. I've kind of rambled on a little bit, so I'll probably put this up tomorrow because the internet where I am at the moment is dreadful. It took like an hour and a half to upload like a 20-minute video, whereas at home it takes like 10-15 minutes. So that's it for this video. Thank you for watching. If you've got any perhaps suggestions, or if you want me to play any particular teams, I know I played Wootsy's team recently, then go ahead. Or if you want to perhaps see what I consider counters for like your Bone Serpents, your kind of Horton Stall teams, I have kind of touched on them in some of my tier 1 focuses, like this Hauntbaker, and there's like a Terrapole team I've got in here. I can do that again, and perhaps I'll do 3 or 4 just different teams that I would say competitive against kind of the best pets. Great, thanks guys. See you in the next video.